Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Madam has mentioned that myself Sunil Manocha and I represent Capital Square Advisors, who are the running lead manager for the issue. At the outset, I would like to welcome all of you that you have spent your come out over here from your precious time. And while welcoming you, I also thank you for all of you to be present on this press meet of Hannah Joseph Hospitals Limited IPO. As you all know that IPO is slated on to be opening on 22nd of January and it will close on 27th. Before I dwell upon IPO, I would like to introduce people sitting on the dais. To my left is Dr. M.J. Arun Kumar. He has got more than 20-25 years experience in this field. He specializes in neurology and neurosciences. He has worked earlier 7 years with Apollo Hospital and then 18 years he has been with this hospital, his own hospital. To his left is Mr. Daniel Yanand Pen. Earlier he was general manager of the company, now CFO of the company. He is MBA, postgraduate in finance. And to his left is Mr. Panyan Rajan. He is CA by profession and he is internal auditor of the company. A little bit more brief on Dr. Arun Kumar. As I mentioned, he has got more than 25 years experience. He has done his MBBS and he has also done his MCH neurosurgery. This hospital he has started in 2008. It was in proprietorship firm, and then in 2011 it got incorporated, and then 2022 it was converted into public company. He is also ably supported by his wife, who is psychiatrist, and she is also there with him for the last 20 years in the similar profession. He has got 2 kids, son and daughter. Both are also in the similar field. Daughter is doing MCH neurosurgery. She will be completing in another 2 years MCH neurosurgery, and probably she may join the hospital. So management member is there, and also his son is also doing MBBS. This is as far as the management is concerned. Now coming to the company, as I mentioned that this madam also has explained and we have gone through the presentation. It is 133 bed multi-specialty hospital with focus on neurosurgery and also neuroscience and also with trauma care. It has got around 364 staff with around 40 people, 24 consulting doctors as well as other staff amounting to around 300. So hospital has got very good pedigree over there in the town south. It enjoys lot of reputation over there, and every 2 to 3rd patient comes for neurosurgery operation that walks into this hospital. We are coming out with this public issue of 60 lakh shares. Yesterday we have actually come out with the advertisement also. Price line has already been declared. It is 67 to 70 rupees, and at higher end we are raising 42 crore rupees, and this money is going to be utilized for setting up the bunker and irrigation facility. 2 bunkers and one they are buying Linex machines for setting up the radiation therapy. It will actually help the hospital setting up the oncology department also, and it will help creating the brand image for the hospital. You see, more than 80 to 85% of the total money proceeds are going to be utilized for capex expenditure. This is the hallmark of this hospital. Remaining, as far as the financials are concerned, some of the financials are given in the presentation. When we will walk through the presentation, at that point of time, we will cover rest of the information on financials as well as on the issue structures. Now I call upon Dr. Arun Kumar to give brief about his company and also walk through his presentation. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank all of you for being here to come for our press meet. A little about the journey, what I had taken so far. Just want to share with you. In the year 1985, I had gone through MBBS from CMC Vellore, it's a prestigious institution in the country. And over a period of time, in 93 to 98, 99, I finished my MCH in neurosurgery from the same institute. Having spent around 15 years of my studies and specialization in CMC Vellore, I moved into Madurai city in the year 2000. Why I moved on to in 2000 to Madurai city is the time that Apollo Hospital Group was starting its 32nd branch in Madurai, and was called by another Dr. Pratap Reddy sir to start this department of neurosciences for them in Madurai city, and therefore I had come there. And over the next 7 years, I was with the Apollo Group from 2000 to 2007, initiating and doing a lot of neurosciences work, the neuro ICUs, neurosurgery, everything was going on very well. By 2008, I thought it's time that we focus, because my passion is neurosurgery and neurosciences and trauma, so I thought we should branch out to become an Institute of Neurosciences and Trauma. Therefore, we came into 2008 in the city of Madurai. We started Behanidil Hospital. Behanidil was none other than my grandma, who's been instrumental, and his own family name also. So we started a 35-bed neurosciences hospital. This consists of neurology, neurosurgery, and psychiatry with accident and emergency services. That's what it shows from the symbol, the three leaves you see: neurology, neurosurgery, and psychiatry, and emergency services. So this 35-bed hospital was started, and over the next 3 to 5 years, we found this phenomenal growth, and it became a tertiary referral center for not only Madurai city, but for central and southern Tamil Nadu, covering around many districts. And over the period of time, in 3 to 5 years' time, what happened is like we are becoming full. Almost 90% of our beds have been occupied, and we had to refer patients to outside hospitals because beds are full. We didn't have ICU beds. We have want of ventilators. We were full of ventilators. This was been happening consequently in the next couple of years, and therefore we thought we should expand to a newer campus, and that's what has brought us to a new campus in the year 2020 in a two-acre campus, which is situated on the National Highway, very close to the Madurai International Airport. And this one will be commissioned in, we inaugurated in 2019 and commissioned or went in August 2020, soon after the first COVID. Because we could not go in because of COVID set in and we had a small delay. And so, in the small hospital, what we have is the private hospital. We have many things like advanced surgeries and so on. And we had many first in the southern part of Tamil Nadu, and many gadgets and things like that we brought in there. At the new center, we added on neuroradiology, interventional neuroradiology. Apart from neurosurgery, we have neurology, the interventional neuroradiology. Then we had the entire gamut of neurosciences, including neuroanesthesiology, neuropsychiatry, and the neuro-intensive care, the neuro-emergency care, and so on. So the neuro-interventional radiology is what nothing other than we use small punch a hole in the thigh And through angiographic techniques, like just like how we have cath lab techniques where you are putting in stents in the heart vessels, you can go in and put in stent for the vessels that are blocked in the brain, and also you can do coiling, flow diverters, and so on. So that is actually a very major thing. So we had everything under one roof, right from neurology, neurosurgery, all the departments, including neuro rehabilitation, intervention neuroradiology, all this propelled very fast in the next 3 years. That is mainly post-COVID. We had from 22 to 25, we had great turnover in both of patients, number of patients, and everything. Now the time we thought, having everything done here, we had complex brain and spine surgeries, mainly on the tumors, cancers in the brain, cancer in the spinal cord, and these patients are being referred by us to outside hospitals for want of radiation therapy. So large numbers, around 8 to 10 to 12 patients per month, they have to go to have the radiation therapy, which takes around 25 to 30 days. And many of them felt it's about 20 kilometers, 15, 20 kilometers away from a main hospital to go to a distant hospital, especially after having a major surgery done. It is not really right for a patient to go and have another place, soon after surgery. It's one of my things like having done everything. Let's bring the radiation oncology to our own center. And you see the hospital there, and next adjacent center or to the left of the hospital is the land we acquired 1 year ago for setting up the radiation therapy unit. It's only been by using our own internal tools. We bought it last year. So it is just adjacent land, it's just separated by a thin wall and connected by a 20 feet corridor that just leads to the thing so that patients from the main hospital can be wheeled into the nearby oncology unit. So this is what we can cover for, not only for neuro-oncology, for radiation oncology, we can have medical oncology and surgical oncology. Apart from giving radiation therapy for these patients, we also can have continuing with medical therapy, with chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and surgical oncology. Everything will come together in one place. Apart from we have this oncology setup is not only used for neuro, we can also use for rest of the body also. You have a lung cancer, liver cancer, GIT, colon cancer. All those patients can be treated here, not just for neurosurgery. Other specialties can utilize the services of medical oncology services, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and surgeries of these areas where there are tumors there. So this way, this facility can be utilized by almost all healthcare delivery systems, just not neuroscience level, where majority of our cases are neurosciences. The light specialties like cardiac and ortho and others contribute to a very minor supportive role. As I said earlier, when you have a stroke patient coming in, we are doing an angiogram for the brain, and as well as we do it for the cardiac, also for the patient. We find a block in the brain, we put in a stent there, and we find blocks in the heart. An allied team, this cardiologist, also put in a stent or angioplasty in the heart. Some of them with the triple vessel disease and higher on, they also go for bypass surgeries. So all these allied facilities also are there in the present hospital. So the neuro-oncology center, radiation oncology, is just another feather in the cap. Like we have complete other neurosciences in one place, and this will serve a larger population of not only southern central part of Tamil Nadu with districts, and invite a lot of patients from other cities also. Already there are patients coming from elsewhere, but this will attract more people because these are kind of a unique center in the private sector in the country to have such facility, so it can attract all over the place, patients from all over the place. So this is likely to come in the next 12 to 15 months, and the commissioning probably in April 27 will be possible time. Next. So, hello. Yeah. Sir, it's been now about 25 years since I've been in Madurai. First 7 years in Apollo, and the next 18 years, 18.5 years in Hannibal. Initially, it was the brand which picked up, even in Apollo. It's my brand, my MJA is my initial platform. And a lot of complex services performed. Even the first thing like 25 years back, doing a tumor endoscopically through the nose without a scar that's done in South Tamil Nadu, whereas now we see a lot of endoscopic surgeries elsewhere. There are several firsts we had. Over a bit of time, from individual, we branched into a brand now. We have several, I have several doctors, neurosurgeons, who started joining me from 2014 onwards. And we built a team in such a way, we have a large neurosciences standalone center in the private sector. Now it's been listed, I think the first time in the country that it's been listed, the first benchmark hospital for the country to be listed. So we have a brand image, like almost I'd say more than half of the patient or every second, third patient comes to us. This is a 25-year-old journey. Though we have 3 other hospitals, like Apollo is one, and other 2 hospitals, private hospitals, all of them multi-speciality. So people prefer to come with us, and we see the journey in the 18 years we've gone from the small size, from a 35-bed hospital where we had a capacity of 28, maximum 28, 30 patients. And when we moved into the new center in the last 3 years, post-COVID, from 28 we moved on to 35, then 40, 45, 50, and today we are around 57 to 60 in the range. From 25 patients to 60 patients in 3 years' time. This is what it is from the last little hospital to now. So we have a strong brand value. Second, we perform a lot of complex surgeries, the equipments, infrastructure, at par with the rest, and like at par with any of the metropolitan cities in the country. People are aware of it. We have several press meets. All the accolades I showed you, the journey we took in, everything we had, awareness program through various press meets and everything. So people are very aware. It's like Amazon has become in Madurai city and southern part, if I'm not wrong, has become a household name for neurosciences.
So the medical fraternity would be recommending you know, the medical fraternity, people go to a GP and others, a patient. So they have a choice of recommending you
Yes.
or the law or the thing.
Now what's happening is, before we moved to the new campus, we never had a marketing department, how many patients. One patient brings another 1,000 patients. One patient who was in coma, almost in death bed, walks out of the hospital after 1.5 to 2 months. He's an indirect ad for us to, it brings the whole village or a town to us. Imagine this has been happening for 25 years, 18 years in Hannah Joseph. It's become like, it has become a rational that people started coming. Now, coming back to the new campus, we found we just not being able to with patients marketing or patient-to-patient marketing. It's become, we have a small little marketing department with a couple of people who want to create awareness on all the things what we have. By this time, we have a lot of referral patients. The doctors themselves who are referring, their own relatives, the people who are working in the pharmaceutical company, the medical fraternity, they want to have some surgery or for a tumor or anything, they come to us, refer to us. It's been a very broad referral system for a neurosciences center, which is part with any of the cities of the network.
Just another one is that Dr. Pratap Reddy, when he pioneered this concept, on the capital market front, the share took a lot of struggle. Number of years, they had a very tough time. It's only now in the last decade that it's flowered. So you should be aware of that you're coming to the capital market. You have some responsibility towards shareholders who participate. In the sense that, you have to give dividends. You should give dividends and share your wealth. Then only your story will be a real success. Thank you very much. And all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
This is Lokesh Shastri from MTI News. I wanted to understand your expansion plans post the IPO. One was obviously the utilization of that, but I'm talking about the geographies, expansion in different cities. Anything you would like to share on that? And also vertical expansion in future after the IPO.
See, we had already said about the plans for this IPO is related to the starting of the radiation oncology center. Definitely, as like any other hospital, once we come in, we will be expanding out. Already we said the SWOT, we already said to type 3 cities in and around the place. We will be definitely working on that.
Sir, good afternoon. Thanks for your detailed presentation. I'm Mehul Dani from FinTech Business. Can can you give us some insights in terms of what are the changing customer profiles as far as age groups are concerned? Because that will indicate revenue growth prospects of the company. And the second thing is, how do you deploy technology which act as a market differentiator for you and to serve the customer better and effectively? Deployment of technology. Thanks.
Yeah, see, basically, we have come in for this IPO not just for creating the oncology department, which has been useful, and it will also just not radiation therapy, which we need much. It will also give patients with supportive chemotherapy, and medical oncology will grow, supportive surgical oncology will grow. Apart from this, bringing oncology here, and in the past, I would say in 2015, we had brought in the Pentero OPMI microscope, which is from Germany. It is one of the first few in the country. And us and one hospital in Chennai bought it in 2015. Till date, we've been using it. It's perfectly good. It is like having a Rolls Royce kind of thing. It's like something like that. They just brought in Germany. Within 6 months, we got it in Mumbai City. Similarly, the Brain Lab in 2017, then the endoscopy, then the ASC lab. There's so many different equipments, which is the top of the thing in the country and first few in the country also. See, my idea of bringing, from a small little hospital to bringing this high, without any marketing, I'm saying, in the past, is becoming, when we have this kind of equipments, we are able to perform more and more complex surgeries. And these equipments also enhances the brand image. That's very, very important. Not for just, oh, you have a microscope, you're going to have operating only through that, how much of revenue you get from the microscope, not that. It may bring 10 patients on that, and another 30 patients as a whole, as a hospital, because you are branded. We have several such equipments. So that's how we go.
Hello. Myself, Babita from Times Global News. How does the hospital mitigate competition from larger players expanding in South Tamil Nadu?
Yes, sir. See, for example, today we have the kind of strength and infrastructure and equipments. We are one among the few hospitals in South India to have something. If we consider Enhanced Bangalore as a core or the top neurosciences center in the country, who are neurospecific alone, neurosciences and trauma, because all of the, right from AIMS to everything, is a multi-specialty hospital. All of the hospitals so far, all of every single hospital is a multi-specialty. One in the central government, we have a place like neurosciences and trauma center, and we have duplicated the same in the private sector. And so we are coming up listing means we are the first one. We set the benchmark for the entire country for such a hospital, such a thing to come up. And the second part of the question.
Plus, I would like to add over here, even this setting up of this oncology department itself is in that direction only. Because what happened presently, a lot of patients have to go out for the radiation, etc. So other hospitals which are having this facility are beneficiary of patient inflow because of the radiation and other facilities at the one place. Here, when they will have the oncology department in place, radiation in place, so a lot of patients would continue to not only remain there, but other patients inflow is also going to be is expected.